watch closely. You finally get the promotion you wanted. And 2 weeks later, you start showing up late. You meet someone incredible, and the moment they say I love you, you start picking a fight. You know will indeed. You build something beautiful, and just as it creates, you introduce the flaw. It is an involuntary tremor, a subconscious urge. We call it self sabotage. But it is more precise than that. It is the quiet, terrifying moment when we become afraid of our own success. What thesis and physiological framing? It is the defense mechanism that destroys the potential for joy. The subconscious brain sees happiness, stability, or profound connection not as a reward but as a future threat. Why? Because the higher you climb, the further you have to fall. Ruining a good thing isn't a sign that you don't value it, it's the proof that you value it too much. It is an attempt to manage the inevitable pain of loss by initiating the loss yourself. On your own terms, we are not bad at being happy. We are afraid of the vulnerability that happiness requires. The imposter syndrome of happiness. The first physiological trigger is what we call the imposter syndrome of happiness. This isn't just doubting your skills, it's doubting your right to stability. If you grew up with chaos, drama, or inconsistent affection, your brain learned that calmness is temporary and safety is a trick. When things are genuinely good, your internal system doesn't register it as a safe. It registers it as unfamiliar and therefore dangerous. The sabotage kicks in as a corrective measure, an effort to return to the familiar baseline of struggle, doubt, or distance. It is the subconscious saying, I don't belong here, and if I don't burn the bridge now, someone else will later. By destroying the peace, you are just returning to the emotional environment you know the best. The fallacy of preemptive loss. This fear of the fall brings us to the fallacy of preemptive loss. This is the core engine of self-sabotage. The subconscious is running a painful calculation. If I let myself fully invest in this great job, this incredible relationship, or this perfect creative streak, the eventual loss will be catastrophic. It believes that by being the one to tear it down, you gain control over the pain. You are attempting to minimize the future sting of external failure or abandonment by making the future present decision to fail first. You are exchanging the risk of devastating, uncontrollable loss for the certainty of the smaller, controllable one. This is why we invent problems where none exist. We are unconsciously testing the relationship, the job, and the outcome, trying to prove that it wasn't meant to last anyway. Because deep down we need to write about the world being a dangerous, unreliable place. Now, how to stop burning the bridge? So, how do we disarm this self-destruct mechanism? It starts with recognizing the moment it happens. The key is to notice the urge to minimize or destroy. That certain anxiety spike when everything is going right. When you feel the urge to pick the fight, miss the deadline, or make the careless mistake, pause. Tell yourself, this is not a mistake. This is my trauma, responding to stability. The only way out of the fallacy of preemptive loss is to practice what psychologists call radical acceptance of goodness. Let the praise sit there. Let the peace settle. Learn to tolerate the unfamiliar feeling of safety, even if it feels terrifyingly vulnerable. Because the reward isn't the feeling of success. The reward is the stability to build something that lasts.